coming to you one more time to talk about the 8th grade year. And if you remember in the fall, we previewed this moment knowing we were going to talk about leaving a positive legacy, talking about your involvement in 8th grade, talking about this whole time being leaders in our building. And here we are. And I hope this conversation today, I hope this video finds you reflective and proud of your involvement so far. But regardless of how it finds you, I hope you realize that you still have time to leave your footprint, or maybe more appropriately here, paw print, on MacArthur. So we've been here 3 years, but how we feel about those 3 years will actually be determined in this final trimester, our final 3 months. Now it's so cool to look at this pic collage and see how far we've come, how grown up we are, how seemingly ready for high school we are, as we recently took some promotion pictures. Now I think of pictures of you guys coming over as Sullivan Panthers in 5th grade in May, 3 years ago, to look at MacArthur and say, wow, what is 6th grade going to be like? What is MacArthur going to be like? How far have you come? But what is old is now new again. You know, that feeling of being new to a building should be old to you guys since you're now 8th graders here. But that feeling for high school is going to be new because now you're looking ahead to high school saying, we're the young ones again. Where will this be? What are my options at lunch? What classes will I have? Who's going to be in my classes? Can I do these activities? When will I see my friends? Do I need to get a job? How do I balance all my homework? Answers to those questions will come. Just as your answers for the questions you asked in 5th grade and early 6th grade came too. But that 3-year experience you had here is coming down to our final 3 months. And that's when we can shape with finality our legacy. Now, I do have to put a challenge out there. In my 7 years before this, I haven't had a class where everybody has been eligible to participate in all the end of year activities, which includes the boat trip and promotion itself. That's for a variety of reasons. Some students didn't meet the academic standards to graduate. Some students didn't meet the citizenship pride standards to graduate and participate in things. I hope you'll be my first, where we can, as a whole 8th grade group, be part of everything and celebrate together. That is my challenge to you. And that includes having pride, being prepared, being respectful, having integrity, doing our own work, showing determination, and being engaged. So a little research. Research around the phenomenon of time, the power of when, talks about that as people, we often use the end of an experience to judge how we feel about it. So let's say the beginning or middle of something is good, but the end isn't as good. We're going to think negatively about it. That actually happens quite a bit with shows and movies. There might be shows that have awesome first seasons, but then that last season isn't so good and leaves a bad taste in everybody's mouth. Or you might have a show that doesn't start off strong, but ends really well, and people think of it positively, and even go back to those first few seasons that weren't as good and think about it totally differently. Well, the same applies to your educational experience. No matter how you've done in 6th and 7th grade and this year, we have one final trimester left for you to work hard, get involved, be kind, follow pride. Not only so your teachers, parents, Dr. Neishman and I have pride in how you do, but more importantly, so you have pride in how you do. And what I mean by that is you still have 3 months to cement a legacy of hard work, care, compassion, dedication, doing the right thing, achieving, being the best student, finding success. Let's do that starting today.
Here's the part you really want to listen up for. End of the year activities. To knock out the end of your 8th grade year, we begin with celebration and festival day. On Friday, May 27th, you'll be busy enjoying your very last full day at MacArthur with some memorable rite of passage activities, such as the 8th grade parade. After Memorial Day weekend, you'll return to Mac on Tuesday, May 31st, and hop on a bus into the city. You'll be headed to Navy Pier to catch your charter for a lunch cruise. This event is one that students the past 2 years have had to miss out on, but you have the chance to experience. The final event for you, officially ending your year as 8th graders, will be held June 1st at Hersey High School, your promotion ceremony. Let's talk about the 8th grade slideshow. The slideshow will be presented on Festival Day and you'll get to reminisce with your friends while watching a montage of photos bringing back all the memories. In order to have everyone represented from the class, we ask parents to submit photos, including a baby photo, and we also request that you submit photos to Mrs. Caleres, who is in charge of creating the slideshow. If you'd like to see yourself and your friend group in the slideshow, make sure to submit those pictures. One more thing about the baby picture that I'd suggest: don't use a picture of yourself as a newborn. It's hard to tell who it is. Choose a photo of yourself between the ages of 6 months and a year, and it should be more easy to tell who the person in the picture is. Next up, for your entertainment and enjoyment, the 8th grade talent show. This year's acts will be pre-recorded and shared with you on May 27th, Festival Day. This is your last chance to shock your classmates or make them laugh. There's so many different reasons why you should participate. You don't have to perform it live in front of everyone. You can edit your video clip and use as many takes as you need. Your uniqueness is amazing and you should share it. And it's fun to be entertained, so get involved this year. Talk to Mrs. Caleres about your idea by April 31st and be prepared to perform it for her approval by May 15th. We are thrilled to be able to bring back an end-of-the-year favorite for you all, the boat cruise. You'll never forget the bash on this charter, never experience anything like it with the same people. This will be one of your last opportunities to make memories together as a class. Celebrate with friends while the Chicago skyline floats in the background. Lounge and take selfies on the top deck, and fill the dance floor and enjoy some music requests. You don't want to miss out on these last experiences with your fellow Marauders.
Activities that we have planned for you at the end of the year, we have to talk about how are we going to get there? How are we going to leave this year and have a positive legacy for the future classes of MacArthur and just for our own self-preservation? So your teachers are going to be looking at 2 different sets of requirements for your personal eligibility in the end of the year activities. The first is the academic requirements. You need to have a minimum of the 1.5 cumulative GPA by the end of May. So what that means is your GPA from trimesters 1, trimester 2, and what it will be in trimester 3 combined. So think about how you ended trimester 1 and trimester 2. Was it your best work? Hopefully. But for the 3rd trimester, you want to make sure that all your hard work gets put into this trimester to help raise your cumulative GPA. So how are you going to do that? Simple. Do the work and do it in your own words. Be proud of what you are turning in. Make sure you are not rushing through your assignments just to get it done, that you are doing it so that you understand the material, you are doing the learning, so that way when it comes time for the assessment, you are prepared. Remember, your teachers are available for help, whether that's through a Gmail, a Schoology message, coming in at lunch. Those of you in Go Mac, before or after school, you just need to talk to your teacher and let them know that you need help. All right, so please work hard, so that you can end this last trimester strong. Remember, it is not fair to you or your teachers if you wait to turn things in until May. So do not wait until the last minute. All right? Do your work on time and in your own words with integrity. Now, the other type of requirements that we're looking at is your behavior requirements. So this is all about participating in pride, showing your pride expectations that you can do this. So think about what that means. You need to be in good standing with your behavior. If you're following the rules, if you're being appropriate, are you getting to class on time? Is your cell phone put away? All right, are you following dress code? Are you being respectful to yourself and your classmates and your teacher? Are you engaged in class? All these things are what we are looking for. So unfortunately, if you do not pass those, then you could get a classroom referral. So if you get 3 classroom referrals, or if your behavior is worse and you get an office referral, those are going to result in the loss of an activity. So I'll say that again. 3 classroom referrals or 1 office referral will be the loss of your first or next activity. And those activities are what you just heard about. So the celebration day, Navy Pier, things like that. However, here's the good thing. You can earn them back, okay? So if you can go 3 weeks without an additional referral, what you just lost doesn't matter. You get it back, okay? So it's all about how you choose to act. You have that power to make positive choices. Make sure you are doing those. Here's a little bit more about those behavior requirements. If you get a suspension, okay, 1 suspension is the loss of the first or next activity. So if you've already lost an activity, then 1 suspension after that is you lose the next activity. If you get 2 suspensions, you have lost all activities except the promotion ceremony. However, if your behavior causes you to have 3 or more suspensions, you will lose all activities, and that includes participating in the promotion ceremony. We have had students in the past who have unfortunately not been able to participate in that promotion ceremony. They have not walked across the stage. And it's a shame for them and their families and for their classmates. We don't want that for you guys. All right, so think about your behavior. All right, are you following expectations? Are you getting to class on time? Are you behaving appropriately? All right, be nice to yourself and to others. So all this has been shared with your parents. There was a letter that went home a few weeks ago that shared all the end of the year requirements for these end of the year activities. After spring break, there'll be another letter that will go home. They'll have more information about these activities and more information about fees for promotion and anything else for end of the year. Okay, so please make sure that you are looking for that letter. Your parents are looking for that letter. If they have questions, they are contacting your advisor, your GoMac teacher, somebody that can help them make sure that they understand everything. Remember, it is your actions, your legacy, your leadership. There is still time to shape how you will be remembered in your last year at MacArthur. It's not over with yet. You still got time. So be the example that next year's 8th grade class strives for when they think of leadership. Make it a great day with each opportunity.